Right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this mortal captivity. This is Kawaka coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson is going to be in transit, so Slakia, if I don't, reference enough precepts, but we're going to get into it regardless. So basically what happened, I remember when I was a kid, one thing I would do, I would always watch like some of these reality shows with my family. And there's this one particular reality show called Survivor. Okay, yeah, I think it's still going on with the same hosts. Basically, with Survivor, there's just a bunch of people. They just stay there for like I think a month or something like that, and whatever. They just basically they go to different places and try to survive out in the wild, with limited resources and no technology and whatnot. So basically, one of the seasons at the very start, actually, there was this one Edomite Christian radio host. All right, she had said, I'm a Christian. I don't want to do this thing, because they were basically telling all the contestants to go and worship the Buddhist statue, pray with the monks and all that stuff. And it kind of made me at the time I thought, why don't you just do it? Like, it's just not that big of a deal. This was when I was a kid, not in the truth. I didn't really know any better. And the thing is that for me, the reason why I was like that, it was because I had always been in that conformist mindset of because I remember when I was a kid and I went to school one time, I just thought oh yeah, everyone believes in God. I didn't really know that, the difference and stuff like that. I just thought, oh yeah, everyone believes in God, everyone's Christian and all that shit. And when I had mentioned God one time at school, this atheist kid, he was basically saying, oh, how ridiculous God is God doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. How is there some person in the sky or whatever? It doesn't make any sense, blah, blah, blah. And then that hit me in the sense of I don't want to defend or try to rationalize it, because I was, again, being a kid, it didn't make any sense to me. All right, so then that also led to me just being very conforming and trying to just be okay, well, I just want to agree with everyone. I'm not trying to make fights and whatnot. And it developed a shame in my beliefs, a shame in who I am, who I was, and everything, because of that thing. And I think that's kind of spiritual, that it started from me calling LAWAYA, and it is also spiritual that it started from me being ashamed to openly proclaim that I'm a Christian, all right, or at that time, obviously. And that woman in that Survivor thing, now after I actually remember it, I actually have to give props to her for being so, what's the word, to just standing on 10 toes or whatever, to actually say that no, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it because this goes against my beliefs. And again, that it goes against my what's it called, conformist mindset that I had. Whereas now it just made me think wow, I wish that I was like that. I wish I was like that when I was younger, and a bit more so now as well. Well, I mean, I am kind of like that now in terms of I would like to think that in the event that I have to defend the gospel, defend Yahawah and His, I can do it. All right, because if Yahawah and His defends us all the time, so how much more should we be able to defend Him? And I do actually remember one time when I was I think a teenager or whatever, when I was talking to some person online. I don't know if they were a kid or not, but I was talking to some person online. They were talking trash on God, and again, I was a Christian at the time, but they were talking badly about God, quote unquote. And I did. It took a lot of courage from me to even say, you know what, I have to defend God. And that was when that was another part of me, trying to break out of that shell, because I need to have that love for Yahawah. I need to have that capability of defending my Lord just the same way that He's been defending not just me, but us in general, us Israelites. All right, the hopeful elect. I Lord willing, I'm one of them. All right. So as a result of that, it's a very powerful thing, and that also goes to show that the Lord can use anyone. Okay, it could be, and it was an Edomite. Also, if you want to see the video, either I'm going to put the video. I don't know if this video will get taken down, so I'm actually not going to put it on. I'll put a link to the description so you can see it. Basically, if you want to search it up yourself, it's it was Survivor. What's it called? Season 15, episode 1. Okay, Survivor, season 15, episode 1, and it's basically Leslie refuses to participate in the Buddhist temple, whatever. All right, and again, number one, the scriptures say, thou shalt not have any other gods before me. In addition to that, we're not supposed to be worshiping any other gods. All right, and if taking it a bit of a step further, all right, bringing in someone else from it. If you think about King Solomon, all right. Now, she's in a situation where they could have just said, oh well, we take this as disrespect, we don't want you here anymore, all right. But yet she didn't care about that. She was willing to just either be kicked out. I don't even know if she wasn't kicked out. She wasn't kicked out, but basically not conforming to the people that are doing something for you. All right, that's a very powerful thing. All right, you do the best that you can to. Yes, you have to do certain things, like at times that we have to work on the Sabbath. Yeah, so we might have to work on the Sabbath because we are slaves in this society, and we can't pick our days and hours or whatnot. But at the same time, there are certain things that we just absolutely avoid doing. Like, say for example, what she did. Okay, if your job told you to eat pork, are you gonna do that? If your job told you to go worship a Buddhist statue or pray to to Satan or whatever like that, are you gonna do it, or are you gonna just be like, you know what, I don't care. If you wanna fire me, then you better fire me, because I'm not gonna do that. All right. And again, we all have to be in that spirit of being able to accept whatever consequence for disobeying. And again, it is very spiritual, and it's a very beautiful thing to see that that woman, that Edomite looking woman, all right, I'll say Edomite looking, not an Edomite. I don't know if she's an Edomite. She might be in Israel because of her faith. That faith, great. So that faith, just like the woman whose daughter was sick, that Yahawashi had healed. All right, Yahawashi, he saw that the woman had great faith. All right, so he had to have assumed that she was an Israelite. All right, so in that same in that same on that same context, who's to say that that woman isn't that Leslie woman, whatever, that didn't worship the Buddhist statue? Who's to say she's not an Israelite for having so much faith and being so grounded to not worship what's it called, that Buddhist statue, just to stay on the thing? All right, like that's a very beautiful thing, and that thing has always stuck with me. I always remember. I can't believe I remembered it again, today. All right, and again, like I really admire that, and it really makes me want to do better, just as it should make all of us want to do better as well. All right, it's very important to remember, like, I believe it's Psalms chapter 119, verse 30 something, Slakia, but basically, roughly paraphrasing, the scriptures say, do not I hate them that hate thee, O Lord. All right. So the same way that the same way that you would attack someone verbally, or attack someone for attacking someone that you care about, why can't you defend your Lord? Why can't you defend YAHAWAH or YAHAWASHI when people are being disrespectful and attacking them? All right. This is the people are going crazy today. This is the necessity. This is the spirit that we need to be in when it comes to YAHAWAH or YAHAWASHI. Like, we have to be willing to go above and beyond for our Lord. It's not just it's not just a take relationship. It's give and take, and that's with all relationships. Okay, if you have a woman, a child, your child gives you obedience and respect, and you give them protection and all their necessities and their setup and stuff like that. A woman gives you respect, obedience, I guess same thing, whatever. And then again, the man, protects and provides whatever. All right. And in that same sentence, in that same sense, Lakia, we give our Lord obedience and respect. This is going into the order of the woman. The head of the woman is a man. The head of the man is Yahawashi. The head of Yahawashi is Yahawah. All right, that's the order of things. And again, we're supposed to be honoring our head, and we honor our head. If someone's insulting your head, okay, your leader, your boss, all right, like you can't. We would not want to take that, because like if when, say for example, a woman that has a husband, if someone's insulting that husband, that reflects badly on that woman. All right, and in that same sense, if someone is insulting our God, our power, Yahweh, then that reflects badly on us, because it's saying that we can't. We are choosing the wrong leader. We're choosing the wrong God to serve, the wrong power, the wrong spouse. All right, this is all intertwined. So how are you gonna? And also, I believe the scriptures even say, be careful of the king you follow, or the ruler that you follow. Roughly paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact wording, but yet we should be careful of the leader we follow. We can't be following someone that's just gonna be emotional, or be reckless, or be foolish, or be destructive. All right. We're supposed to pick our leaders right carefully. All right, because ultimately, if you're following someone, that ultimately shows like this is the person that actively represents you. All right, at the end of the day, so we can't be like, oh yeah, well I'm just gonna follow this like devil and whatnot. And then you're trying to be, godly, quote unquote, godly. Even with organizations and whatnot. All right. Even with organizations, like, you can't be following some wicked leader. All right. So yeah, basically, going back into it, like there's also the matter of King David. All right, so with King David, he being, he was a very wise, blessed with wisdom from YAHAWASHI, and he had a lot of women. And the thing was that the women were leading him astray. They were saying, "Hey, can you just for the one time worship this one of my God with me, please?" And then he did it, and he basically went off. All right. So that's also going to come. There might come a time where maybe some if you might get with some woman or whatever, being a man, or if you're a woman, you might get with some man. All right, it's gonna make you follow Islam, or say, let's go to a church, let's go to a mosque, let's go to some whatever. Okay, whatever things that they could lead you to follow, to not following. All right, to going into, and then that could bug you. That could just bug you out from the one time. Then at one time turns into multiple times and whatnot. I was just thinking about that for myself. Like, would I actually be able to reject that for not just a woman, but just in general, like for jobs, all right? Because I have to work with well, let me just stop. But yeah, basically for jobs as well. Let's just say, for example, if someone says, "Hey, this is for good luck. You want to worship this. Have this around your neck or whatever, or something like that. and then you just say, okay, well, it seems harmless. Let me just take it and whatnot. Or let's do this fun fortune telling shit. Which, by the way, fortune telling is also demonic. All right. I believe, what's it called? In the scriptures, it says soothsayings, as well as, I think it might actually say fortune telling. But yeah, fortune telling, that's definitely going off, in case you didn't know that. So yeah, there's all these different things that could lead you to, to going off. Hell, and the thing is, like, some of these things that you might not have known of, okay, like fortune telling. I don't know how many people. I don't even think that fortune telling really is. I think Christians do well. Not your average Christian, but a Christian that's more into Christianity. I'm pretty sure they know that fortune telling is demonic. But just in general, like, these people are calling on spirits of demons in order to tell them. I actually saw that. Not too long ago, all right, like a few years ago, there was this one Christian pastor that was, basically doing some demonic shit. And the thing is, like, it was Haitian. So Haitians, a lot of Haitians, well, some Haitians, I'll say some, are into that voodoo shit. So like that's it. It's I only laugh because, like, I think it is funny. I do think it's funny, but at the same time, obviously, it's going off. Okay, Israel, you can't be messing with that voodoo stuff. Okay. And also, it's just like in general, like, yeah, you guys think of like voodoo. I think in the history of Haiti, I think they went and did voodoo, and that's why they're independent. I think. I'm pretty sure Slovakia. I heard that from word of mouth. All right, but anyway, aside from that, the main point of the matter is the fact that we can't be willing to go to these other gods. All right, and don't let some Edomite woman, so-called Edomite woman, a potential Edomite woman, outshine you in terms of faith. All right, because again, I don't know if she's an Edomite or not. She might be an Israelite because of the faith But ultimately, we don't know. All right, we won't know until the end. At the end, when the Lord either tells us or delivers us. All right, so with that, it just don't let this Edomite, which the Edomites, as the scriptures say, Esau is the most profane person. All right, profane being secular, just the complete opposite of religious slash spiritual. Where if a woman that looks like one of the most secular people, it has more faith than you, then you have to really recheck your priorities. All right, how are you gonna let someone that is potentially, keyword potentially, because I'm not saying that she's an Edomite, I'm not saying she's in Israel, but how are you gonna let someone that's potentially part of one of the most secular races, okay, have more faith than you, have more discipline to follow after the words of YAHAWASHI than you? All right, in her creed to not worship a false god, an idol. All right, how are you gonna let her outshine you? All right, and these are the things provoking us. These are the things that should provoke you to want to do better, want to be a better servant of Yahweh, Yahawadah. All right, and again, you really need to have the spiritual eyes to see, to spiritually discern these types of things of why did you see that? Why did I see that? Okay, and ultimately it's to better you as a servant of Yahweh to boost your faith. All right, we want to have more faith. We want to be more in the spirit. All right, we want to be diligent in following after Yahweh. We don't want to just be some slacker. All right, and also that's not even going to get us delivered. All right, being a slacker is not going to get us delivered. You have to do we have to show our faith by our works. All right, and to be able to, as scriptures say, by the way, we have to be able. I think it's in James 2. We have to be able to show our faith by our works, like Leslie. Right? Leslie showed it on national television. You know how many people watch freaking what's it called, Survivor? And you know how many people go back to these older episodes to watch even more Survivor? All right, so they definitely, not even just the people back then that was watching Survivor saw it, but even more so people over the years, when after the internet dropped and was uploading a whole bunch of reruns and shit like that. Even more people are gonna see Leslie's show of faith. Okay, now maybe most people won't care, but for us in this truth, that should be like, wow, like I need to be like Leslie. I need to be like Leslie. I need to be able to reject people that are telling me to do this, do that, and whatever. All right, like again, like that's a very powerful show of faith. All right, we all have to like take a page out of Leslie's book and show our faith towards Yahawadah. All right, and it's crazy. It is crazy. I'm sorry, Slakia, but it is crazy that I am over here praising and glazing a freaking Edomite-looking woman. All right, that might be an Edomite. If she's an Israelite, call her Yahawadah, but if she's an Edomite, like that is actually crazy. That it ends up with me being praising a so-called Edomite woman if she's an Edomite. All right, like how much more us? How much more do we have to prove ourselves to Yahawadah? Okay, that's also why we also show our works through going out on the highways and byways. Okay, showing that yes, we do love Yahweh Shai. That's on a carnal level. Not on a carnal level. Well, yes, on a carnal level, the most basic level of just being able to proclaim that you believe in Yahweh Shai. All right, just letting people know that this person believes in Yahweh Shai, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, the Most High Power Yahweh. All right, that's already a show of faith in and of itself, but that's just the first level. Right, you got to get to level 100 with it, where you're living it. All right, you're not just saying it. You're living it. Okay, you're proving it. You're proving yourself through all your works. Are you obeying the words of Yahweh Shai? Are you contending for the faith? All right, not by debating, but just protecting the honor of our Lord. All right, and like just proving that I believe. And fuck, I have to go someplace first. But yeah, basically, proving that you do in fact believe. All right, and now I have to go in the stuff. All right, so that's basically it. Definitely I pray that this video awakens something in you where you need to get stuff right in your mind and prove yourself to Yahweh Shai. Okay, prove your love. Prove that you do in fact love your Lord Yahweh. So with that, I pray this system is edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Urgak, Shalom to my Akim Wagwathim who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. Abba, and Shalom.